Hi, Tree. Glad to see you in very early. Hi, hello. Today we are going to be doing some lawyering. It has been a good few years since we've last played this game, so I don't remember much of anything. I just remember that it was so good that I actually cried at one point. Top of the head.
Cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution rushed over the land.
Not really toes. I got shoes. I got shoes.
It was a period
Let's see if I can.
of change, and some was swept away by the tide.
Oh, hold on. I gotta wait for the grippers.
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
I don't know how tiny I made me. In comparison to... How tiny am I in comparison to... I am super tiny! Oh, super tiny! Oh, what is that? Oh. Oh, I gotta move that. Not great. No, I can, but the problem is I gotta, like... You know what? We're gonna move the table. We're gonna move the table. Here we go. Whee! We got feet. I didn't have feet before now. Uh-oh. How do I... Eh? Nope. Oh. Thank you. Oh, it is not capturing the... It did not capture the applause. Oh, because it's on the... There we go. Tree, if you would like to try that again, please. Anyway, I'll just go up to here now. On cooldown. I have a cooldown? Damn. Okay. Hold on. Let me... Ooh, wait, hold on. Hold on. You mean back and forth? I think... Oh, wait, no. Go over to Blurp. Says I'm too fast. LOL. There we go.
Wait a damn minute, something's wrong here.
That was perfect. Wait a damn minute, something's wrong here. There should be noise coming out of the thing, but there's no noise coming out of the thing. So, I know most of these characters, even though they're Japan, they have a British accent. I know that for much. Hi, Isaac. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. He went woof woof.
The dog?
With the way how I have the thing right now, it doesn't really show the dogs. Well, kind of hard to hear the other person. There's Eclipse. She's in the background. No, tree. LMAO, Eclipse in the back. Okay, and then we're just gonna. Hi. Ta-da!
It's so good.
I am proper VTuber now.
You look like that one guy from Genshin. The little water friend.
Jinshu?
Yeah.
I don't know
And
how you
if
keep forgetting his name.
I can't. Your girl's
You're not an idiot.
model flex. Not as good as yours, Isaac. Yours is really good.
Yeah, no, buddy. Your model.
All of your models. I've got like 17 models and they're all great.
They are great. How can it be that I just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate?
I don't like that he doesn't have
What? Oh, no, nothing. Save your glares, murderer!
Brother, what's that?
It's me!
What's that, brother?
Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
No.
I know, it's a joke. I love you.
I love you. Save your glares, murderer! Sorry. What is that bead necklace used for? Hey. It's to strangle my enemies. My name is Ryunosuke. My name is Ryunosuke. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. I don't know who said that. That's enough! Oh, nope, that's best friend. Oh, you know what? Sorry, YouTube chat, I will have to hide you. Even though it's not really active at the moment, but I will have to hide.
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
I'm so glad that people are actually using the soundboard. I love it. He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. This game reminded me of jury duty next month. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. Oh, I am sorry, my guy. Oh, and also, this model does come with different things. As you've probably already seen Isaac over on Twitter, we have the... Oh, not that one. Not that one. That one. And then I think... For very rare occasions, if I ever make this a redeem, you bet your sweet bippy I will make this the funny number redeem. This will be a redeem one day. Until then... Technicalities, look at you, you haven't even graduated yet!
And yet I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave.
Eclipse is my baby love. She's my baby girl. I love her very much. She appears in the background a lot.
Right, Ryunosuke?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, No, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by students. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone.
And there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high.
You want me to straighten myself up? Okay, hold on. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing the voices. Yee. What's up?
Father.
Yeah.
Father wants to know.
Sure, if he does not mind cringe voice acting. You mean...
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke.
Kazuma Asogi, my best friend. Also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. Star student, in fact. I can just send it to him.
It's not that impressive.
Hold on, I'm sending a link. It's a lot of practice.
Trust me, I've had a lot of time. And there will be more voices down the line. There are a lot of characters, a lot of voices to be had. Trust me, you will be very concerned for my voice.
Isaac, my brother in Christ. Is that meant to be OnlyFans? Twitch.tv/ModaVTuber. There we go. Disappointed.
It's not that impressive.
Isaac, be nice. My papa's gonna be reading this.
Fancy.
The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway.
No, I'm kidding. You're fine. You're
You're
perfect.
fine.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just teasing you. You're perfectly fine.
You're fine, buddy. Trust me, he has a sense of humor very similar to us.
You're fine. I just wanted to make you a little...
My qualifications don't mean much. Yet.
You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have you a friend like you. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yeah, that's when it all started.
Congratulations.
Oh, whoop. Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last.
I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world? I'm really happy for you. I'm proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. My man got that aura.
I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real
What's
thing in my own eyes.
up?
Thank you, thank you. Everybody, the Ager son is the papa that Eclipse just mentioned a little bit ago. If you have any funny comments, feel free to put them in. It'll be fine. I'm sorry, what happened? What is that? Okay, I'm a little concerned of why the text-to-speech did not have any audio, but why is a lot of
Oh, do the little phone thing.
Oh, okay, hold on.
I will go ask him.
I feel like he's gonna ask soon anyways.
That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too.
Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together.
I brought him.
Oh boy.
Here he comes.
Do you know what a gat is?
A gat.
The gun.
Spelled like that.
No.
Testing, testing. 1,
Not a
2,
gun.
3.
Nope, not nowadays.
Any other guesses?
Oh, that's a gat.
That's gat. Gat.
A gat? A gat you?
Nope.
No.
Try as a body part.
Gat?
A gat.
That girl got some gat.
She got a gat. Gat.
Is that a throat?
No, it's not a throat.
Think lower.
A nice little tushy.
It's your tushy.
Yep.
The tushy.
It's a tushy.
The tushy.
Now you've learned the internet. Sometimes Papa asks, or sometimes Joshi asks, Laura asks my Papa what, like, random internet words mean, and it's very funny. 10 points to Papa. You got 10 points.
10 points.
Good
Yay.
job. Any other questions from my Papa while he is here?
I don't know why I'm just suddenly chest.
He's all titty.
Riz?
Do you know what the word Riz means? I've told you this.
Hot or your interest?
Kind of.
Very close.
Romantic.
Close.
Close.
You've got Riz. You've got a short word. So, like, it's in a big. So, a big word is part of.
Dactyl?
Almost. It is Rizdaculous.
Rizdaculous.
Charisma.
Charisma!
Charisma.
Yep.
But actually, charisma is like your persona.
Yeah.
Where
got
comeliness is how good looking.
That's gross. Nobody say that ever again.
Internet,
in
please,
D&D second edition, they came out with comeliness, and it's your actual physical
You got
beauty.
30 more points.
Hey, I'm doing good
We
here.
got 40 points altogether.
Any Navy questions? I get
Papa's got all D&D and all ships. And all, like, the Roman Empire is Papa's Roman Empire.
Oh yeah, Roman Empire.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire? More often than you know.
More
Every
than
day.
more than once a day.
We need Papa Stream. Would you be into doing
Slash,
Papa
slash.
Yeah,
Stream? Would you do Papa Stream with Twitter? We were gonna have a podcast.
sure.
W's in chat for Papa Stream.
Ugh. Isaac!
What-
He's saying W, so that's win.
Oh, wait.
All right, real quick, Isaac, are you that bored at work? Or are you actually at home?
You guys.
No, I'm home. Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? Otherwise, Papa's gonna go take his old man nap.
Eating McDonald's. Funny enough, I had that for lunch today.
Just so you know,
How
I'm
much can you-
NSFW.
How much can you,
That's a hell of a lot of wood,
a fuck ton of wood?
and you're chucking it.
Where am I chucking the wood? Where is the wood going?
Usually privately.
I'm waiting, we're waiting. Ew!
What is
does
it?
a vegan keep in the trunk of their car, Dad?
A hoe?
A hoe?
A hoe.
Uh-huh.
To hoe up the
To hoe the dirt. Okay. I was concerned we had to call the police.
Well, they are vegan.
Call
A
the
spare, I guess.
police. A
Dicks!
Wow. The only vegetable Papa will kind of eat.
Tree, thank you for the dicks. Asparagus.
hate that.
That was loud. I'm sorry. I know. I have some noises very loud and some noises not so loud. Now imagine hearing that in a horror game.
W, Papa. You win, Papa. He's doing like that little like Gaston thing where he goes like, "Arr."
W Papa, W Eclipse.
Thank you, Boo. That it? Are we good? Papa time over? Everybody say bye to Papa.
Ciao, arrivederci.
Arrivederci. That's funny. So yeah, that is Papa Clips. That is Ager's son. Papa's so sweet. I know. Like if you ever see him, you would think that he is like rough and tough. He is tough, but no, he is the probably one of the few biggest nerds that I know. If only we're that simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going.
All right, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner.
See you in English class, even though we are speaking English to each other. Mm-hmm. That was fun. But straight after that, that's when it happened. That's when the murder happened.
Asogi, may I have a word?
How is there wind indoors? Hey, you know, that is a question I ask every time I play Helldivers. How are the capes moving indoors? Especially when they're in space. And now it's going the other way.
Professor, I didn't know you were coming.
Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi, you should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
To His Excellency's chambers? Why?
He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may have been confusion about procedures today as a result.
Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him. Yeet! Seen the university before.
I see. I'll go at once then.
I shall accompany you.
Alright then, Rinosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom.
Yes. Thanks, Kazuma. Oh god, sorry. Alrighty, have a good sleep, Tree. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for causing a little bit of chaos. Awkward silence. I've heard too much.
If I may,
Yes? Sorry?
you must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
My name is Eugene Migatoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yuma University.
She's not in the room, but she will say bye. Ah, Professor Migatoba. I've heard the name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad.
Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand.
Oh, hi, Pebbles. Hi, Pebbles. Hi, Pebbles. Hi, little mischievous. Hello. Yes, hello, Pebbles. Hi, hello. Oh, Tree is going to sleep, so he says goodnight. And nice meeting you.
I'm always here. Hey.
Just wave.
As such, I feel you should know.
Know what?
Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
What?
As I expected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you.
He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing?
The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances.
I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer.
I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial.
Sorry. What do you mean?
You'll soon understand. Proceedings get underway.
But then what should I do?
Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to eviction.
Right. So,
As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do.
I do. Imagine that's how that went. Like, okay, before you go in there, all you have to say is, I do. Okay. But what would the question be? Surely not, do you accept the accusations brought before you?
Of course not.
Defendant! Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
It would seem us surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Sogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours.
What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving. There's no point in advocating for the likes of you anyway. God damn, bailiff. This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so what lay ahead? Anyways, no idea what lay ahead. I embarked on an unforgettable trial. I don't like that I don't like they can actually accurately see me drink. Anyway, my one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would describe my destiny. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit this way in hopes that it will appropriately. There we go. 22nd November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court courtroom number 2. I forgot his eyes dart all over the place.
I hate it.
So this is a courtroom. It's a pretty fancy courtroom.
The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power.
Bro's tweaking. I don't like much to look at those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there.
The powers that have be. The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial.
A secret trial?
Right, file.
Secret trial! Through the govern. Secret, secret, secret trial.
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
What? But why?
It'll become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin.
The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
As a defense.
Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocates.
That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Normal procedure is for the defense's activity to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question Professor meant. But then, if I say I do, I'll be marrying myself. No. I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Answer I do.
Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for his defense.
Yes!
What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself. You'll be... Wait!
What are you playing at, Ryunosuke?
Professor Mikotomo told me everything. Just now, before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
How sad. It means that you don't have faith.
Sorry.
You think I won't be able to get you off?
Nobody said that.
I forgot that was a line. What?
You know, this sword up against my hip doesn't compensate for nothing. Why do you think I have it so protruding from my hip?
No, it's not that, really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Yes. I know I won't be able to get you off. I knew that's how you feel. Which is why I exactly decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotomo shouldn't have stuck its nose in.
Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Objection!
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent he is confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san?
Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank.
I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. Don't mind me while I hold my hilt.
Well, for a university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed. As you know that way, the Supreme Court of Judicature Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear and defended now, Hado? Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean?
He's questioning your ability to do the job of getting yourself off.
Well, he can't be questioning more than I am. So let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes. Ryunosuke is me for real. Can I say before the court the name of the victim in this case? Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I care to remember. But... wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again?
Ryunosuke, for the love of God, quit being a fucking idiot. Let me guess, your mind's gone blank.
You know me so well.
All the information for the case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that. Like, it's not even on the screen.
It's simple. You can access the court record with a press of R1.
What the fuck are you talking about, R1?
You'll find you've forgotten something. Just consult that. It's all in there.
I just have to press R1 for court record? Alright, no time to lose. Holy shit, it worked! This is a list of evidence you've collected.
There's a list of evidence you collected. Now try switching to people instead with R1. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press circle to go back.
John H. Wilson. The victim of this case. He was visiting professor of medicine at Yume University from the British Empire. That's Aochi, Yuji Mikadoba, and Kazuma Sogi.
Remember, everything to do with the court case can be found in the court record. Now you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press triangle to present. Try it now.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah, you're triangle. You're like, where is that on my physical body?
It's like, wait, where the fuck's the triangle button?
It's on your nose, Ryunosuke.
What? What about R1?
Right shoulder.
Right trigger?
The right ass cheek.
Huh? Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England. Invited to University from England. Invited to Yume University 3 years ago.
But also, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, Isaac? How you been? How was your day? We love you. About which? Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is a poison to a country's most valuable foe in our eye. Well, like an hour and a half ago, lucky you. As most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
Can be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
Oh, that was hard to say. Is it also lurk in the... It kinda won't work. Because of the same IP address. Nope.
Why is it that?
Nope. There was actually a whole, like, lecture thing that... It would, because he's still a viewer. If I viewed mine while he was viewing mine, it would still count as one person.
What's up?
Hi, real Matt on guard. Welcome in. How you doing?
Oh no, it's the real Matt on guard. It's the crazy one.
The
Bad one.
the bad one.
Remember? First time, red jacket, not robot, mystic fire.
Oh yeah. Yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of Englishmen has been spilt on our soil.
When Mura and I play by ourselves, I do the voices for the girls. And my favorite one, Pearl. She goes,
Does do that mean lawyer?
"No, he's real." And Pearl goes, "Mystic Maya." So I'm terrified. I'm terrified. I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable. Hi, my name's Eclipse, and I'm scared of you. I know better.
I will say, I'm actually impressed that you stick to the bit. Now, as for the voice that I had for that character in that game,
Bad? What does this do that mean, lawyer dude?
I'm terrified. I don't like it.
muttering a professor from the very institution that provides your education,
Have you no honor?
I didn't do it.
Maybe you did do it. Wait.
The case is coming under great scrutiny from my allies on the other side of the world.
I have some opinions about this man's hat. What's going on?
The hat?
I don't see what he's- I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't like it. No, I don't like it.
You may be afraid of a dude like me, but okay.
I don't like it. I know your secret. I'm terrified. Big hat. Well, I mean, I do have international staff. Sure, it didn't mention.
There you go.
I meant your.
It's okay.
I'm not actually. Right?
Okay.
It's alright.
It was all a bit.
No bit. I love people that commit to bit. I will also commit to bit.
You do commit to the bit a little too well. A little too well. Therefore, wishes the court therefore wishes for speedy resolution to this matter.
In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers.
Eclipse Goofy for real.
I'm choosing to take that as a compliment.
It is a compliment.
And you're a convenient, expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why this trial has unusual peculiarities, is it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible.
Yes, it is a compliment.
All because the victim was an Englishman.
Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. Emphasis on was. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. If the homies ain't goofy, I don't want it.
Ah,
Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going.
ah.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll see you enjoy this place a little while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day. We already heard this before. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
See you in the English class.
Funny enough,
That was a John Mulaney bit.
I actually made that same joke.
Did you really?
Yeah,
We are so.
we are. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait,
Can I do the dumb lady voice?
which one?
The lady with the goose hat.
The lady with the swan hat? Sure. He's the man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I should go and say hello.
What voice am I for?
So I went over to the professor's table.
Look at that mustache.
That is a mustache. And introduced myself to Dr. Wilson.
He mustached you a question.
Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Nawahado. Yes, Your Excellency. How do did the Professor of Medicine, Dr. Jane H. Wilson, lose his life? Day before the court, the cause of death.
Was
The cause of death? Well, obviously that was,
Rinosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up with evidence.
my
by
man-
evidence.
My man's fucking thing, what's that called? Headband, is defying gravity. Does he just have like a fan, like models? You know how like models have a fan in their face and everything?
Which is funny because Tree also mentioned the headband. I was like, how is there wind and no indoors?
He's just under the air conditioner constantly. There's just, I would love that. I would love a constant air conditioner.
Me too. Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
Wonder Radio, imbecile. The post-mortem report, I take it.
Sorry, yes! That's right. The, post-mortem report. I heard that. Are you okay?
No, I'm.
Oh.
Yeah, what?
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
But here in Japan, a police officer, I was a police. A police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Oh, I see.
I-
As long as I'm not going to be tested on this any later.
The so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. As you can clearly discern, scorch marks around the bullet hole protrude by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Thank you, Cassie. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
I-
So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. You know, seeing this photograph kind of makes me want to laugh. Hey, Laura, dude, between you and me, I think we should lock this Aruchi dude up. I think he did it.
I don't like it! I don't like it! You would know, wouldn't you?
God. Clearly superior to a drawing. The detail's incredible. But also, like,
You would know, wouldn't you? You recognize your own kind!
oh my god.
I'm kidding, I love you, I'm just...
Very well, I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Certainly, Your Excellency. But without further ado, in order to better appraise the court of the facts of these, the prosecution hereby calls the first witness who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
This is it then.
I think I may have worked out the profession. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
Professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba?
Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean. Well, I can still act as your assistant.
Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Sogi. Oh, wait, hold on. Kazuma Sogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
Maybe, but any help you can give me, we greatly appreciate it, Kazuma.
Well, my first advice.
And are you asking a question?
No, that's a knife.
Oh. Oh, that's really... My name is Clint. I had to get real close.
I see.
How big your monitor? How big? I'm trying to figure out if I go back to the eye doctor or not.
I think 27 inches? I am not that, no.
Joke. Joke. My view was half as big as my dick. Alright.
Well, Alfred, how things
thick, is it? Well, half as thick as my dick. So thick enough you need a fucking anti-tank rifle to pierce it.
Oh fuck, that's it. That's it.
Oh shit! What did he say before? Maybe about any other. Blah, blah, blah.
First piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
Only if you're reining that crazy hairband and control the cold stares first.
I'm the one giving the stare. It's me.
Oh shit, this guy. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at the Western-style restaurant called Le Carnaval.
All waiters.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy coughed. Are you alright? You'd see me coughing up some,
What?
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. And don't mind it. For sensimanship's sake, it's just ketchup. Well, it really should.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. That crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an occasional eatery 3 days ago.
Understood, Hosonaga-san. You will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir.
And now petty introductions from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring? Which is after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have a few diners at the time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there was only 3 tables still occupied. It fits into my memory of it, too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. Gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes!
Yes! Hold on, let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
Objection!
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness report of which he saw, you amateur.
But next time you two open into propriety, you will be penalized. Defended number Hado.
Don't worry, Inosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness.
Ugh.
If I may confirm one point later, standing beside the victim with the gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
Yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around at that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait. What did you just say? There was no one else around that table? Oh, I think we remember something different. I think we remember something different, chat.
What's the matter, Inosuke?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a bitch sitting opposite him at the table.
Oh, fuck.
Really?
That's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? We're gonna wait and see. Because it's not our time to cross-examine yet. I just really want to say something. but I was told not to interject.
Well, you know, Skip. If your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you?
I suppose I am. I've never gone to Yuma University otherwise.
But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret it when you're found guilty.
Alright, you've scared me. I won't forget that piece of advice in a hurry. And there is something I want to say. Just gonna shut my eyes and say, sorry. Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table. Objection! No. Oh god, I switched my voice. What are we gonna do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, was not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure of what I saw.
Hasanaka-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy?
No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look if you'd like to. Let me see. Hey, a sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Really your greedy, contemptuous waiter. Thank you, sir. That is a gavel. Jesus. The court will take this plain and edit to the court wicked as evidence. Oh, well. Is there a problem? Hand the plane to the court officer at once.
Of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
God damn, sir. Sir. Get it. Do you need a... Do you need a lozenge? Or a Ricola? Maybe some halls? I mean, you can go behind you the door and there's a hall. Sir, I can't focus on the court record with you coughing. Please. Fuck. Okay. So the court has now heard a proceeds of the case. Here's the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. And I got a Discord notification. Who be disturbing my... I know, right? Help me, LaCroix. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. You will see we are looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Nawahadu. Yes, Your Excellency. Sorry. If you meet your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I call this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I'm sworn to the defense if you're determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution decisive evidence for sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence?
Do you not see my stare right now? This is my "are you really fucking stupid" stare. Does it look any different than my "you're a fucking dumbass" stare?
Everyone keeps telling me that this trial's unusual, about these peculiarities. You said it, Professor McToba said it. And so is the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. I mean, there's a fucking button right in front of me. All I gotta do is just press it and all goes kablooey.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it?
Well, I mean, if you want to call it that, but like... What?
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke.
I heard the thunder.
The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out his witnesses. Then we'll see how decisive this evidence really is.
Look at his little apron. Indeed. Prosecution Auchi, please continue with proceedings.
Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, may they call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be.
At least he didn't say angle.
Your angle or your
A few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever with my penis.
Sorry.
The prosecution calls the next witness.
They will, officer. Bring forth the witness that waits. Oh, man, here we go.
What is those kind of say your names and occupations for the court?
Oh. Y'all ready for this? I don't think y'all are ready for this. Most of you think I would do fucking J. Jonah Jameson. No, I can't do that. I don't have that kind of range. So instead, we're going Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Ayaseyo-sa, reporting for duty, sir.
Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rashote, a humble premises in the 2nd District of Kuryo Kurikuta, at your service.
In a take delay in a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question. Always post-noon. And not infrequently converse with the interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business.
Can't understand a word that old man is saying.
He's an antique dealer. It sounds like he's a regular La Carnival. He's hit on potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
Right. I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking a foreigner in what can be only described as an act of war, sir. It was the black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearms, sir.
This is impossible to understand as the other.
Blah, 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 blah.
But I'm sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said.
So, This is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now the court will hear for your forward testimony, please. And as for comfortability, think about my beard. This beard is quite itchy. But we don't have a lot of beard takes. You will state everything you saw the precise moment the incident occurred.
Say yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir.
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon.
Here's the real part of the game.
I was ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a technical discussion with the old man.
I gotta fix my posture for this. God damn.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine, good, and curio to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's action with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Which we already know is bullshit.
I was on my hands and knees, taking a big old peen from behind, investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precarious curio.
Weird. So you, Sergeant Nosei, actually witnessed a vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. The wicked university... Shut the fuck up. The wicked university cadets, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy.
What times we live in, when Englishmen may be assailed in the broad light of day. Also, don't mind this big ol' knife I brought in with me. I stood to pass security. I put it right between my ears.
But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. And besides, old man, you're holding a knife.
Is that really true, Ryunosuke?
I mean, yeah, look, he's holding a knife right there. Yes, all I did was pick up a gun I saw lying on the floor. After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed the English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. Which, by the way, if you ever find a gun on the floor, don't pick it up. Get the manager of the establishment, or at least let the waiter know. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up... And also, his finger wasn't on the trigger. He knows his gun safety.
Well, that's the truth. There was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimony, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
There is?
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine these witnesses.
Cross-examine?
Do it now.
Okay. As we've heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of his witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. Oh wow, I really messed up this chair. It is time to bring the despicable student to justice. Certainly. The testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. What in the name of Airpoets mean of this outburst? I am... I mean, the defense demands his right to cross-examination. There me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headman boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
Huh? How do you know? The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can you possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
The defense is asserting his right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it, it's irrelevant.
Go.
Cosmo's so commanding.
Very well.
Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses.
Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Is it obvious? You have to expose the lies of the witness statements.
How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means that soldier has to said to be a lie.
Well, yeah, but
It's a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence.
right. Evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Okay, yada yada, evidence says evidence that. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. That's my job anyways.
All right then. It's all or nothing. So real quick, while we are at this point, I am gonna go take a small little bathroom break and stretch my legs. So I will be right back, everybody. And we are back. I really had to pee. I know that's TMI, but like... Welcome back, King. Thank you. I was going to say regularly eating beef steak at the restaurant while having this press. One key factor in every Phoenix Wright game. Press everything. Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some new interrogation technique? I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to ask.
Just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you.
Alright then. This beef steak you mentioned. What kind of food is that?
Tension! The beefsteak is a delicious cut of veal, vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot.
Oh.
If we could receive medals of honor, beefsteak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet.
Right, I see. Thank you, sir. So, next question. This cutlet you mentioned, what kind of food is that?
Tension!
Yeah,
Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil. Except you get the verdict, atone for your crimes. When you're released from prison, try it.
yes, sir. I will, sir. On the double, sir.
Sorry to interrupt, but how about trying to stick to the questions that are relevant to the case?
Oops, sorry. I'll do my best. So, next question. Is it just me, or do you keep hearing a sort of wah crying?
Negative.
Chat, I think he's bullshitting. Well, at least we learned why he's big beef lover.
Affirmative.
It's not easy knowing what question to ask. My chef is showing the virtues of a particularly fine, good, and curious military gentleman.
Yes!
Yes! I have no idea what you're talking about. A Koban, boy. A Koban? You mean an old Edo coin? The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value from the Hoei period entered my possession. I took myself to the restaurant the following day with said item secreted in my bosom pocket. In the hope of a fluent cognizance for praise of its indisputable value being present. So, you were hoping to sell your Koban coin to Sergeant Nosa, who you met at the restaurant.
Yes, it's quite clear you're going with this, boy. You were about to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious Koban. Isn't that so?
Well,
You little upstart cadet. You want to add disrespecting a superior officer to your lesser crimes, do you? I got an itchy nose. Blades to support a nation.
no, I didn't say anything. Although penniless might just be the word I was looking for. In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond that of the midday luncheon. There remained precious few present with whom I could engage in discourse about matters of business. The gentleman beside me, who was grappling with his braised veal at the time, was my sole prospect. I see. At that moment, the pharmacist starts observing the image of their own eyes.
Yes!
So, you're saying that you actually saw me at the time?
Affirmative. I saw you. Laughing, cackling, like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun at the English Pavilion.
But that's impossible! I only...
Allow me to confirm just one point, please.
What's that, private?
Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over the victim's table.
And so what if he was?
Well, if that's really the case. It would mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun. Gotcha, bitch.
Aye. And double A. My sixth sense.
Sorry?
My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of mysterious energy radiating from your foul mind. Nay, which means a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet.
Surely that's not really possible. Is it?
Do you think I've got where I am today in the army if I couldn't sense danger in the air, son?
Well, it would seem the soldier was absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed.
This is not good. You was okay to everything should have been from the back. Apparently, a little weasel. Oh yeah. Also another thing. Anytime you're about to press on something, yeah, we've beaten this. So we're gonna go down to number 10. And 11. Cool. Not like any Phoenix Attorney game. Before you decide to go with your gut, always save. Save whenever possible. Because just in case... Yes! Woo! We did it. You also know you're safe if you see your status bar move away and the music stops. That's how you know you did good.
What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic printing my mustache.
Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here.
What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
It is pros beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there's no place for an amateur student here in the grand courtroom.
Gah, it's so frustrating.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Kazuma? What?
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement.
What?
Sergeant ESA Nosa.
Yes, sir. What, sir?
Yeah.
The statement that you just made was this.
The black uniform is varsity cadet fired from the English.
That's what you sound like. And from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes! But no, that just can't be.
And why not, cadet?
Because... Kazuma!
Take a cold look at the print. No, Google! Fuck you!
Thank you, Google. So after I said fuck you, I said I am a virtual assistant, but your words are still very real and have hurt me. If you're frustrated, please send feedback.
The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest.
Oh.
Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
Oh. Well,
What the fuck? What was that? It just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Almost like a shit from Taco Bell. Certainly there's a queer discrepancy with the fake tea. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosey?
Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the directions like Carnival's steak, sir.
What?
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond reasonable doubt. The witness, Sergeant Diaz Enosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
That's absurd.
I think the conclusion must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
What a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial. Just from that one discrepancy. This is what being an ace attorney is all about. Title drop!
But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly in the victim's back.
Yes.
But I never fired the gun! All I did was pick it up off the floor! And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either!
Myself, I've already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor, having a heart attack. I mean, really, I'm really old. Wait, how old am I again? 67 years old. I was having a stroke. It's my 5th one of the week. In all these bottles of my curios, I hide little bits of sake. Currently, I'm on my 5th bottle. Don't mind.
Anyways, too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing? You certainly were doing the dinosaur, because you definitely are old enough to be one.
Hunting for treasure.
Treasure.
Indeed, the Holy Arakoban, my prize coin. On each occasion when I visit a restaurant, it is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest for my shop, Rashute.
In the hope of being a rich diner who might like to buy from you?
And the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that preferred my Huey treasure. Believed that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not, but I was presented with a little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished.
The Coban vanished.
Hunting around under the table, I was, in case my happened to find there, and then it happened. I busted a blood clot.
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoey treasure. Nothing could distract me with my tiny, beady little eyes.
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
No,
I see.
that lamentable day, the precious Hoey Coban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. He smells a lot like shit. From this angle, I can see a little person on his back. I think before he came in here, I heard a faint from the rear of his person. If anything, he needs to check his back.
His whole ass back.
His whole back. But not his pussy and his crack.
As I'm sure everyone present is aware, the case to me is a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to the Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon.
I like sending telegrams because I like to hear the little thing go beep 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 beep.
Nevertheless, the witness testimony that the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict in this trial right now.
What is your position, Prosecutor Auchi? Hurry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gates, but you would not find a wolf with the bike. Huh? My witness has further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statements, it will become suddenly clear that Isaac is apparently alive. And there's one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. He's letting the dogs out. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
What?
Really seems a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
Ugh.
Very well, the court invites the witness to testify again. He will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecutor's allegation. Is that clear?
It's clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency.
Whoa.
Yes, sir. I want, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir.
Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think.
Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Idol.
There was ain't no straps or a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Idol. Tension. Your father's about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy.
I don't like that he's got a little like
Snot strand.
He's got a little nose boogie.
Yes, he does.
Who else has a little nose boogie?
I don't know if he's still in here.
No, but just in case he's the problem.
Even if what I saw was the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it almost the same thing.
Yes, the pointing is getting at the foreign man he was. That young lad in black. That much I myself did see.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premise at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, standing all by himself. I believe the song he was singing to himself was, "Oh, by myself." He even had a microphone, kind of like, "Oh, by myself."
Gotta remember my button prompts. Because, anyways. Tossing! Nailed it!
Therefore, no other man in the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out.
Yes! Oh, didn't get to read that. Wait, that's nonsense! The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all.
Please, not these outbursts already.
But there was a woman! There was a young woman at this table! You must have seen her! Everyone there must have seen her! Objection! Fuck you!
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We're not here to listen to your fantasies.
Ugh.
It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution's photographic evidence of this fact.
Is a photographic bringing to the same crime, Counsel?
Indeed, with the table in which the victim was dining taken by an investigator immediately after the incident.
Welcome on the scene. There's only one plate set.
Certainly, based on the appearance at this point, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. Ugh. Doesn't make any sense. The court put out his new photographic evidence to the record. Sweet. Sorry. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman.
The waiter said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him.
Ryunosuke, do you even know what a woman looks like?
It was even though we will be able to telegraph the report. Great waiting on time after all. The waiting testimonies that we just heard leave no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Takatsuchi Auchi, would have contributed to the enmity of the two great empires in our honor. What's happening? The judge is ready to rule.
Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet.
What?
If what you say is true, there's something going on here behind the scene. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw the truth, in your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick. Understood? Rules can be so abundant at times. So, real quick, we're gonna look at our evidence real quick. So we have Wilson, time of death, shortly after 2 p.m. Single bullet fired across range, failed hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma, no exit wound, bullet did not pass through the body.
I'll pass through your butt.
I'll pass through your butt. Anyways.
Hi, babe.
Hi, baby. So as you can see here, he was shot from the front.
Like this. I made your gun. Pop.
I love you. Press. No, it's not the same thing at all. For a start, I didn't fire that gun.
We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of the opinion of a uniform officer versus that of a fledgling cadet.
I don't think so. Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked. Did you? Did you see it? Did you see me blink? How could I? And yet, it is undeniable fact that I did blink. So there you have it. But I can't see through your thick-ass glasses. Have what?
Tension! The sound of the firearm rang in my ears, and the very next moment, I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman die.
Haven't that says it all, don't you?
Ugh.
And let us not forget that the antiques dealer witnessed the accused in his most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, Kurakuta-san?
Yes, but he's kind of a foreign man. He was a young lad in black. That much I myself did see.
Yes! Yes! Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun, but at that point in time... But I told you already, that's because I picked it up off the floor!
Well, obviously the culprit. That's the only way you could explain it that way.
I just finished drinking my coffee, and I was about to leave the restaurant when... I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And exactly at that moment... We're gonna hear that bang a lot. A gunshot rang in my ears.
Full of events beyond our control, life is.
Sorry, what do you mean?
In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas conversely, I'm holding a knife and brandishing it across the courtroom. I failed to pick up the carbine on the floor and find myself in a good testing predicament as well. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did not see you. Oh, did see you. Sorry, I can't read. With pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner.
Furthermore, visual served the premise at the time, confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Nope. Yes! Yes! You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
Objection! Objection! Husband pens to point out time and time again. I found him growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught the glimpse of this woman.
Ugh. If only there were people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her.
Unfortunately, it's already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant.
I know. Of course the place was almost empty. That's what you expect. Certainly 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone.
Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason.
There was?
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What does that conceal?
It's a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would say that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
What the clinic? Here's a woman that appeared to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m.
The very day of the incident.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation given to me was simple. The prosecutor felt no need to submit his evidence before it is really no bearing in the case.
I wonder. What do you think, Rinosuke?
Well, it's hard to see how it could be related, really.
Remember, you can request for free. Remember, you can request it for me to enter into the court record as evidence if you think be useful.
I asked for Dr. Wilson's medical report card to be added. Yeah. Yes. Yes. If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency.
On what grounds?
The
card has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to the arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Fuck you!
Whether or not they may have been, the concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. Especially this one avenue called Electric Avenue. It's great. Electric Avenue. It's great.
I beg your pardon.
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence.
Very well. The court will grant his events request.
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend.
That line aged well. This line aged very well. Officer, can he add the victim's medical report card to the court record? We're gonna take a look at it. New clues? Don't worry. I can't read it. I think I gotta wait for it to go back to the...
We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
Right, I hear you.
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but is the day after the festival already for you? Or perhaps you've forgotten? These witnesses' testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Kurikuta-san.
Itchy nose.
Indeed, alone he was, Englishman, dining all by himself.
Yes! So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone. Yeah, new model, hello, hello. We even have new little, like, features, too. The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone.
That I did.
It's so pretty. Thank you.
The testimonies of the old man, the shoulder, and the waiter all agree on the point. It's not interesting. Let's not forget the inconsiderable evidence that we support their statements as well.
Well, how you doing? How you doing?
I'll clearly come by a sin. There's only a single beef steak on the victim's table. A meal for a one.
No. They do this a lot.
The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not possible that they're all lying. But if so, then why?
If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. Therefore, no other than a black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. Yes! Why aren't you telling the truth?
What did you say, cadet?
I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might have not noticed. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor dining a companion? It's just not possible. Unfortunately for you, defending our huddle is just not the case for these two witnesses alone. Sorry? The waiter whose testimony in the court heard earlier clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone. That's right.
Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady. I wouldn't know what a phantom lady is, because I've never had a lady.
But I...
If such a woman were indeed present at the scene, prosecution demands to see proof, for I've never seen a woman. I need proof to see those hair.
Why the hair?
Even though such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It's a blatant waste of the court's time.
Nothing I can say to that.
Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now.
Well, yeah, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light. We just did get that medical card.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail.
How exactly?
You pressed the fucking court record, you idiot. You notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. Those are the ones you may examine. Press X and you can take a closer look at the piece in question. Use right stick up, left, down, right. To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles. By using left stick, up, down, left, right, down.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna fast forward this. Nope. Do I not have to fast forward? There we go. Okay. Whoop. Boy, how you doing? How you been?
Let's have a look. There's some kind of medical history. Oh, there's an entry for the day Professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out?
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps I used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for a pain relief.
Hold on, I'm gonna move myself in the middle of these two. And there we go. Now I'm on their level. You guys have heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain.
Oh, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure, until anesthetic effects have passed.
Really?
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind.
Whee! Medical update! We love it! Yay! With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes!
So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you?
Definitely! Now I need to move myself back down. There we go. I think we'll go like this for a minute. Yes, bring the form of the young back to see. Furthermore, visual search of the premise of the present. Indeed, alone he was a giant all by himself. I think I'm gonna do this. We're gonna present on that. Yes! Let's go! We're not having played this in years. We're doing good. Oh, I think, About what are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer? I wish I could. But first and foremost here, I'm the accused.
Renosuke. Everyone stumbles on the words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, Kazuma.
I can see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully. You knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking.
All right. And thanks for the advice. Korakuda-san, this is a medical report belonging to the victim. Yeah, I see. And I don't see. What of it, boy? Comparing what is written on this report card with what your witness statement, something clearly doesn't add up. Objection! Fuck you! Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish dribble. But let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever you may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. But that's...
Remember, readers, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There's surely no need to prolong this trial further.
The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides these people who could possibly...
Excuse me, by the way. His medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Oh, that is totally wrong delivery. There's a question mark behind me. This medical report card has nothing to do with the case? Do you really believe that?
What? Numbers have petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant?
Perhaps because Hada Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic.
A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Perhaps somebody told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted.
What's this now? I don't know what teeth extraction is. I just let it fall out of my skull. It's great for accents.
And furthermore,
Hey, don't interrupt me, boy.
I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating.
Just what are you trying to say, cadet? He had orders to eat, so what?
It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure with anesthesia wears off.
What? No, that can't.
Korakuda-san,
What, boy? What?
as you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all.
No.
Additionally,
There's more?
there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case.
Grr.
Because the victim, as we now know, had just one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of anesthetic. Just imagine synchronized Arnold Schwarzenegger and old man screaming. Because I am not doing that shit. I am not that skilled. Yeah, but I can't do once.
Expertly done, partner.
Fuck you!
What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. Look at it, makes me laugh. You can clearly see the plate of food on the victim's table.
Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic?
How dare you?
I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant's case have turned. Wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke?
Yes, most definitely. So, having just undergone some detailed surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leads on very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the picture beefsteak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. As you already counsel. Counsel? Oh, that means me!
Right, the answer to the question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of.
Got it! So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been... an as yet unknown third party, I'm going to say. Obviously, it could have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table. Objection! Fuck you!
You'll not let us go, will you? There was no such person.
Yes! There was, because I saw her.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of half-eaten steak on this table. Therefore, The only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear these witnesses' testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push us through ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice to pursue a fair retrial, relentlessly.
Kazuma, are you insane? You would take on the government?
Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
I have issue with them, the two witnesses in the stand.
What are you talking about?
We demonstrated the evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimony, obviously you will be charged with perjury.
Perjury?
And, since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing.
Implicit in murder?
Yes, take on the government.
Negative. There was no mention of this in the technical meeting. I was just following orders.
That's right, as the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they, told. Oh.
Old man fucked up.
Oh,
Oh.
he's back.
Huh? No, a different one. Yeah, different one. Dumb ads. Wait, dumb, like,
The
there's,
ads are dumb.
but like, hold on, is there like advertisement? I don't know, like,
You
on
get paid?
YouTube?
You get ads?
Do I get ads?
We get ads?
Do I have ads on YouTube?
You got ads?
On YouTube?
High five!
No, I'm a dumbass. Oh.
I believed in you. Believed a little close.
It's okay.
All around me.
Worn out places. What'd you find? Oh, hey. I don't know if those are any good.
Find out.
Don't cry. It's okay. What did you just say, Korakuda-san?
Oh, no.
You were just following orders?
No, hold on, lad. I wish,
Where is it? Nope, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Ah, that one. Haha.
I wish,
Say you never saw the gentlewoman.
Duh.
When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas?
He went into wolf mode. Yes, eventually over on Twitch, I will make the wolf model a redeem thing. What? Fuck you!
What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is it true, you pair?
Just one simple slip of the tongue.
all day. Cancel. Explain what is going on here.
It's painfully clear now. You try to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this.
Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? Well,
That's classified.
So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you?
You wouldn't. This can't be happening.
Ryunosuke, judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Aochi had any idea about it.
what are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence.
How the hell is a child on a witness stand? It's a baby. It's a toddler. And also, like, we're in the very distant past. So, babies in the courtroom could be very common. Could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose.
Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? We can confirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit.
We need to name whoever it was to try to make the witness keep their mouth shut?
Of course. We'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it really did wield this, his or her power here.
But how? How can we possibly...
Remember how we made progress before?
Before?
We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. No time to lose.
Ah, now I can turn it. Chief Inspector Satoru Hosanaga, Primary Criminal Division, Imperial...
Well, that's unexpected.
What is?
Look, do you see what it says the witness name here? Satoru Hosanaga.
Well, yeah, business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point.
It's not the same that's unexpected. It's his job title.
Oh, hold on. Let me move myself. That way... There we go. His job? Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hosanaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division. Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector, what on earth?
I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. They're wielding it somehow here. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. I don't know the rest of the motherfucking words.
Got it.
There's no time to lose. Excuse me.
And what I say is, if it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe. Also, Michael, hi, how you doing? How you been? Please, wait. Your Excellency, I have no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god, I know nothing. And what does the Vince have to say about all this? Well, Your Excellency, no time to think. I'm just gonna have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my head. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witness is...
Yes!
And fine, that's good. And that would be Satoru Hosanaga-san. Hosanaga-san? The waiter who took the stand earlier?
Objection!
Poppycock. What possible reason would the waiter have to make the witness give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence.
For once, I will agree with you. If that is, the man truly were a waiter.
If he truly were.
Come on, Rinosuke, time to hit this court with the truth.
Yes!
The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question? I agree, shows a great deal of attention to detail. I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Sorry, Your Excellency, that's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. I beg your pardon? Or perhaps I should have said the front? Yes! The front of the back of the card! That's where the telling detail is! Can we please explain what this overexcited student's trying to say?
As long as I sketch the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of this business card. The front of the business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession.
Waiter's profession? But that's surely good.
Good gracious!
That's right, Your Excellency. The code reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. I haven't heard any mention of this before.
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. Absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. So witness there in the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene?
Well,
Oh. Oh! Inspector Hosonaga! Oh, Sanaga. I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. This is all stuff that we knew before. He got very sketched out. Handing over his sketch. Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake.
So you mean to say you really are a detective?
But why would a detective be working as a restaurant raider? Of course! Your salary must be terrible! I was working undercover. Undercover? Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover.
Incidents at the restaurant. What kind of incidents?
That would be classified police information, which I am not at all at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to the case of homicide. When you're an FBI agent and get discovered by the court, fully.
Very well then, Inspector Hosanagi. But you will elaborate on one point for the court.
Of course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim table. That's indeed true. Clearly, you would have been aware of this person presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other dinner. Therefore, led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you require these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct?
Yeah, he does that a lot. Correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable!
As I suspected.
Oh, I think we're heading to the first half of this case, which is perfect. Man cough blood. Yeah, he does that a lot. Oh, shit, I did not read that last bit. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran to the kitchen to see what happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the table was a young lady, who I guessed to be an English woman. I'm gonna get that checked out, no kidding.
So the truth comes out.
I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Bureau. It was then I received some special orders. Special orders? You mean to say, remove the English woman from the scene at once? It was made clear that the English woman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed.
Those were my orders.
But one of the things women with a killer.
I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea.
So, she did it. Based on that line alone, best not to pursue that idea. She did it.
The Empire's views the Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as a primary suspect? Well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case.
But it's not right.
One possibility does spring to mind.
What do you mean, Kazuma?
Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain, and I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young English woman.
What?
You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour.
You mean?
When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity for...
Sorry. Okay. Hold the hey. Okay, we're good. In the court domain, you name the lady in question at once, Inspector.
The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett.
Give us the name.
She is indeed a foreign student studying this research laboratory at Yume Medical Faculty.
What is happening here?
I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene and ordered those witnesses to make no mention of her testimonies. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation.
That's a gavel. If you will, my thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that the premise is false, it would be a discretion of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point. Objection! Why?
But, Your Excellency, that would mean the missing noon deadline of a ruling order to send a telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will certainly be very displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, cancelled. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. Inspector Hosanagi.
Yes, sir?
You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. Fuck the government.
At once, Your Excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders we're given from the police bureau.
As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly.
So it won't be a problem?
Nothing will get in my way.
My guy, you should get that checked out. Like, really, get that checked out. You should probably do that. Prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Your Excellency!
Good. We have a 30-minute recess before we convene. To be continued. Which I will call that here as well. In the beginning, I was debating on going through the whole trial, but then I forgot. It's a long one. So we are going to save, and I will call it here for now because I don't think I can keep doing the voices any longer. But thank you everybody for coming in to see the new model real quick. We're just going to give it a little bit of a show off real quick here. Hold on. So yeah, I now have feet. Granted, I don't really have a lot of motion down there, but you know, that's not important. Looks Japanese, I know. But I like it. It's very nice. I like it. And, hold on. But also, the fact that I also have a lot of new gimmicks now. I have the cry. I have the... also have a fan. And also a microphone. Which has been in the profile photos all around. And then I have a blush. And then dog, as you saw earlier. Or wolf. And then it's kind of hard to see, but sparkly eye. And then confused, like, huh? And then... so yeah. That is all of the little knick-knads and all that stuff. But anyways, thank you everybody for coming by. Thank you all so much for hanging around and hearing me yap my mouth off. And this is only part 1 of the first case. I forgot how long this first case was. But yeah. Bye everybody.